So I kind of went a little off of what you initially made the news as, but on October 2nd, a couple days ago, Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes special number 1, 2024 was released. There are 3 different stories in it, so we also get 3 different covers. The book is part of the Marvel Voices line celebrating Hispanic and Latin American Heritage Month. Writer Carlos Hernandez, with art by Moises Hidalgo, brings us the first story, which is dealing with Robbie's loved ones coping with his sacrifice in Jason Aaron's run that has left him stuck in the God Quarry. Felipe Smith, with artist Daniel Bayless, follow this up with Robbie giving it all he's got, fighting an interdimensional baddie to provide us with some uplifting material. And finally, what we're focusing on for this particular story, Melissa Flores writes a team-up story with Stormbreaker artist Jan Bazaldua and Luis Zavala, with Robbie teaming up with a roller derby girl. Go right there. This is Fantasma, who Robbie meets when a portal opens and releases a pack of hellhounds to attack a roller derby event that he's attending with his brother and his brother's girlfriend. As he leads the hounds away, Fantasma, who has the blue flaming rollerblades along with a Ghost Rider skull on her mask, eventually takes control of them from him and leads them back through the portal. Don't worry though, she sneaks back in her roller derby girl's secret identity, Colombian roller derby champ, Isabella Izzy Alvarez, in the end. So we can check out the next cover, I believe, and then there's a little bit of the artwork from there. And so this is a really interesting Ghost Rider character. I would have never thought of a roller derby Ghost Rider, but it's a form of transportation, and I like the kind of futuristic thing she's got going on with the blue flames swirling around her. Very, very, very different Ghost Rider kind of outfit, but we'll see how it works. I don't know if she's going to be a continuing character or if they're just kind of throwing her out here in this special as a one shot to see what do fans think. But we shall see, and it's already out and available at stores. So go pick out your favorite cover and grab yourself a copy.
Awesome. And just going back, I like this cover. This is pretty cool.
That is, yeah, I think that's going very much with for the Marvel Voices whole thing. That one is gorgeous. Yeah. It gives me the very Dia de los Muertos feel. So
yeah, it reminds me of Grim Fandango, if anybody remembers that.
Wow. Yeah, you did. We just referenced that. Well, I think it's like you said, there's just so much to the Ghost Rider lore, but a lot of the times it's just, you stick to the bullpen you have. It's just nice to see, like you said, Carrie, an expansion of it in a fun new way, and the character herself, she, it's a little diversity, you never really expect to see, like you said, you never think to see it almost looked like a Tron Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
But, and on top of it, she's Colombian. She's a roller derby champ. Her name is Izzy. Yeah.
Those girls hit hard, man. She also, it did mention she contacts her girlfriend after the thing is over. So we have a bunch of diversification there.
Right.
Okay, I just had a great idea. We're going to get a granny Ghost Rider who has a walker, and instead of the tennis balls, she has flaming skulls, and the whole walker starts on fire as she's going down. And then chains and things can pop out of the basket on the front. It's like Batman's utility belt, only it's Granny Ghost Rider's walker basket full of chains shooting and things doing stuff. Don't you think? Wouldn't that be, you'd read it, wouldn't you? You totally read it.
Carrie, I'm sorry. I feel like you kind of combined an idea with a little Ghost Rider, a little Hellraiser. That's what it sounded like to me. But either way, it sounds.
I mean, yeah, but Danny Ketch has the chains that are all mobile around him. So, Chuck, I'm sorry. Yes, you missed John Dell, but you know what? If you would like and subscribe to our page on YouTube down below, Well, you don't even have to do that, but we would love it if you would. But you can watch it as soon as we're done. It will be up as a video, so you don't miss anything.
There you go. Nicely done, Carrie.
Thank you.
What's
There's
next?
just nobody talked afterwards.
Yeah, what's next is well, actually, hold on a second. I'm getting some news that
Oh, yeah.
Jar Jar is tuning in.
Jar Jar.
Now, as we know, Jar Jar is on vacation, and he's sending us, pictures of his vacation. So him and his little pup actually made it to the Witch's Road from Agatha.
Oh no.
He's traveling the Witch's Road.
He got out of jail.
He got yes, but now he's on the road, and the question is it the road to hell? Is it the road to Grandma's house? With Jar, you can never tell.
Well, it's the Witch's Road.
Yeah, I know, but people, the horror movies start on the Witch's Road. We're never going to see the Disney porn. What? The Witch's Road.
Well, he's got the French snuffle pup though, so that should be good. That could help. He could help distract,
Indeed.
If needed. Kind of drool on her feet and snuffle at her. What's that noise? What is that noise?
Jar, in my defense, just look for the red flags. There's a lot in a lot of Disney movies. Look for the red flags. You should stay on the track.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, next story up is Mr. True.
Yes, it's Ultimate time, kids. So, as we know, the Ultimate Universe is starting or about to start their second year. And they've already released synopsises for January. So with January, we're going to see the debut of the Ultimate Guardians of the Galaxy. We're going to see the showdown between Black Panther and Moon Knight. We're going to see what could be Kraven's ultimate hunt and the rise of the X-Men or the new Ultimate X-Men. So we're going to go one at a time. Check it out. So in Ultimates 8, seen there, we have the Guardians, which is Star-Lord, who's in the back there. The Ultimate Nullifier, which is in the correction. Ultimate Nullifier right there with the guns. You have Captain Marvel, and then of course Cosmo. These galactic heroes are traveling across time and space to find their missing teammate, and the secrets they know about the universe's hidden past may prove vital to the Ultimate's mission to take down the Maker. So basically, this is most likely being tied into America Chavez, as she may be a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Dennis Camp says their goal every time for the Ultimates is creating or recreating characters that are interesting enough to satisfy and sustain readers' imagination and their own series if they had to. So it's essentially leaving it up to the reader to decide if it's an accomplishment or a failure. But so far, everything's been great, and he's just working hard for it. So apparently, it's their most cosmic issue to date: the life and death of a universe in 20 pages. So,
and the next picture will show their artwork.
Check that out, man. That's definitely some stuff we haven't seen. I mean, Cosmo looks great, but the Ultimate Nullifier, Captain Marvel, and then just a very different direction for Star-Lord. So, pretty good. I'm excited. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying what he's bringing to the Ultimates. Next, we have Ultimate Black Panther, which is again, a one-on-one battle between Moon Knight and Black Panther. This is to end the war. But of course, would Moon Knight's followers accept defeat? Can the Maker's Council, which as we know Ra and Khonshu are part of, can be easily stopped? This is the epic climax, reuniting again Brian Hill with Stefano Caselli. So this has been a pretty great series. The introduction of what appears to be the ultimate Sorcerer Supreme was pretty unexpected and definitely piqued my interest. I know it definitely piqued Carrie's. I would definitely see where that goes, especially from what they've been hinting at about this rest of the the arc showing the war between these two kingdoms. So next is God, this looks so good. Kraven's Most Dangerous Game. So as you know, Spider-Man is dealing with his version of the Sinister Six, and this issue focuses on one of the members, Kraven. So the Sinister Six is hunting both Spidey and his pal, the Green Goblin. And now apparently Kraven has the upper hand as Jonathan Hickman and Marco Cicchetto pen a love letter to Kraven's last hunt. And that's a tall order. But I got to say, Hickman and his collaborators have been killing it on Ultimate Spider-Man. So my thing to say, if you're not reading this book, please change that. It's so worth it.
Oh, yeah.
And last but not least, Ultimate X-Men by Peach Momoko. Who are the X-Men? The rise of the masked mutants. Maystorm takes the reins. No more hiding their powers, even if it means hiding their faces. Disenfranchised and despairing after the raid of the children of Adam, the man-made mutants seek out leadership, and Maystorm is ready to rise to the occasion. Again, this is the rise of the Ultimate X-Men. We've already seen the implication that Cyclops will be a part of this. There's already been quite a diversity there in terms of the new Ultimate X-Men mutants. So it's going to be interesting to see where Peach takes it. But January, everybody, I'm telling you, as an Ultimate fan, please support more of this, because all of these issues have been stellar. And it's just so great to be a part of the Ultimate Universe and be a fan, being that I loved when this first came around in the early 2000s. So, but Leo, like you would say, everything in comics eventually comes right back around.
It does. It comes full circle.
Everything.
And
full circle.
One of my favorite books, as far as like how the beats went and how it just like sucked you in, was which was it last week or last month or this month's The Ultimates, where it was the doom focus on like you are doomed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't remember which issue it was.
Issue
but
6.
that, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you have to read the rest to get to there, but and also read the introductory, the New Ultimate Universe one. But wow, there have been a lot of comics out there lately that have just been sucker punching me in the gut, and that is one of them that just really was like out of nowhere, just like holy shit, pain. Like I am hurting because I read this, but it's you're hurting in that way that's like somebody did something amazing,
Right.
So
Exactly. Good
they're
pain.
they're just killing it. Just yeah, knocking
Absolutely.
it out of the park.
Absolutely. And speaking of killing it, Leo, I believe there's a book that's going to be out pretty soon that's already killing it. Is that right, buddy?
Hell yeah. I'm so excited for this. Okay, so I apologize ahead of time.
Are you going to curse more?
No. I'm holy sellouts, Batman. DC Comics has just dropped some news that will make your bat cowl spin. Absolute Batman #1 has completely sold out before it even hit the shelves. That's right. If faster than Alfred whipping up his morning tea, the issue vanished just like the Gray Ghost. This new series is by Dream Team of comic awesomeness Scott Snyder, with art by Nick Dragotta and Frank Martin, and it's hotter than Firebug shorts. So, but fear not, Bat fans. DC is swooping in faster than Batman at a villain convention. They're already working on a second printing set to hit comic shops in October for October 30th. I believe the first print comes out tomorrow. So if you're in any luck at your LCS, maybe you can pick one up on a shelf, but chances are it's already gone. So if you didn't grab the first run, you still got a shot at redemption and no Lazarus Pit needed.
Oh, Leo, I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I add something to your fantastic review?
Yes.
If anyone is interested, Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta will be at Midtown Comics tomorrow at about 5 o'clock. That's the one further downtown, not the one at Times Square or the one near closer to 42nd. That's the one further in the city. They both will be there doing a release signing. You are allowed to bring 3 other additional books to sign. It is all on midtowncomics.com. But you have to purchase, of course, a copy of issue 1, in which both of them will sign. It's at 5 o'clock. So if you have the time, do so. Please do it.
Are you going?
I regrettably can't make it. I already have a previous obligation that I'm fairly certain will stretch to that. And as much as I would love to be down there, it's not worth killing myself for. But if I could, 100% I'd do it. This book is going to be awesome. This absolute Superman, absolute Wonder Woman, which surprisingly, our Gothic librarian above me is very excited for, especially I think because she's a fan of Wonder Woman's big sword. Also, Carrie's like, wow, look, a Wonder Woman decked in tattoos with a big sword. I can get.
She's got a Zambato, man.
Calm down.
She can take out horses. There was a king killer because they'd ride in and you'd take the big sword and you could take down a horse with a man riding it. And
okay, Carrie,
she has one. Okay,
Carrie, we'll see if we can get you one for Christmas. Okay. Point is, this is I think the biggest. I think this is the most excited people have seen for Snyder's Batman since the New 52. And trust me, I have the first printing of that. That sold like hotcakes. This one.
Well, and I'll stop the puns. So just real quick, you're going to get some variant covers by Mike Deodato Jr. and Joe Canola. There's also going to be a special foil edition as well on the reprints. And again, the reprints are coming out October 30th. So I think this is really gonna it's under the radar because the way it was originally sold, like you thought, okay, it's not Batman, it's just some dude that is muscle bound and he's going out as Batman. But I'm sure Drew, with reading the what was the issue that just came out, the all-in special?
Yes, all in special issue 1, but I thought we were going to talk about that. Do you want to talk about that now? Or I thought we were going to talk about that after we're done with the news.
I figured we can talk about it after the news. What would you like?
Yeah. No, okay. I mean, whatever works. Carrie, what do you think? What works for you?
There's one news story left and it's pretty short. So let's do that. Then we can talk about the all-in stuff.
Yep.
But I think also, Leo, I'm sorry to kind of cap it. Also, is that I think it's also important to point out that Absolute Batman issue 2 is available for pre-order and goes sale Wednesday, November 13th. And that one's titled The Zoo Part 2.
I'm so excited for it. I already added these to my pull list, and I've already ordered.
I got to do that. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I already ordered all the covers for issue 1 and then of Batman and Superman.
Okay, can I just say, and because we've covered them, some of those variant covers are fucking nice. That one we covered, Carrie, that one we covered last week that had that 90s, the Max cover, that was my favorite. That one was just, that was beautiful. Just, Leo, please tell me, does this mean you're getting the Frank Miller one too?
Whatever comes in the set. It's the set of 5, so it's the ones that are readily available. Some of the LCS specials, I'm not getting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, there's so many certain store specials and things like that. See, around here, they don't. Most of the comic book collectors around here, unless you specifically order them, my personal LCS doesn't order any of the variant covers unless they're asked for and they won't do the incentive ones because it's Lincoln, Nebraska. It's just not big enough, and most of the
They're
people
just
who
gonna
collect
stick.
aren't into variants, so they
Right.
just want the book, do the thing, done. So
There you go. But yeah,
I'm gonna
like I was
have to ask
saying,
you guys if I want a really big one. You know.
you could always ask us. But
Okay.
okay, well, the absolute universe, it's the new Hansel, man. It's so hot right now. So
Yeah, and
let's
stay
see how it
tuned.
goes.
Stay tuned after the news. We'll talk a little bit about it. We're not going to spoil anything, but yeah, we definitely learned some cool things this week. And speaking of cool things, Yucatan.
All right.
15. This looks
You,
so fucking cool.
yeah. So Alejandro Vede Caballar, aka Alex Vede, will be releasing a new title, Yucatan 1512 through Dark Horse, sorry, on May 6th. Now that's the date where it goes to bookstores. The next day it will be coming out at your LCS. So May 7th is when you can get that. This is a dark historical book. It is 80 pages in length. It's going to be selling for $19.99 in paperback form. And the story deals with the Spanish soldiers trying to find and steal a Mayan city of gold in the Yucatan Peninsula. As the invaders and the natives clash, there's a falling out. One of the soldiers joins up with one of the local children to hide. And of course, it can't be that easy. They must navigate the jungle and save themselves from both the Spanish invaders as well as the horrific warriors waiting deep in the jungle to be summoned at the legendary City of Gold. So I am a huge fan of like Incan and Mayan and all of that. The um, South American civilizations and stuff, and they're just so brilliant. Everything I've read, I'm just like, mm. So I'm very excited to see this book come out, and the fact that it's huge just makes it better. I'm just going to have this great reading experience. I can tell from the way they described it, from little bits about the author that I know, author, artist, the entire creator, and it just looks beautiful. I mean, it's it's going to be fabulous. If you're a history fan or a fan of like dark mythologies and things like that, this is definitely something that you're going to want to check out. Once again, it's going to be out in your bookstores on May 6th and your LCS on the 7th.
Very cool.